Ladies and gentlemen, I got big news. Miley's coming out of retirement today. We officially have gotten our slave during the quarantine times. I didn't think we were gonna get it, but here it is. And most importantly, we have a couple of putos over there. That can help bleed it when we finish installing it, because the last 2 days no one's been here to help me do it, so I haven't been able to bleed it. Super easy on the BRZ. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner, but I guess it just shows how much disrespecting I've been doing. Also, I should show this too. I'm gonna out myself. I really am, and I hope this never happens again, and I feel ashamed that I did this to Miley, but just look at this. Look at that grime. So you already know we're gonna have to give this car a proper wash. After our tour last year, we took the decals off, this thing never really moved and it just sat on the rack, and I'm outing myself. This is pathetic. This is disgusting. I hope no one else does this to any other cars, because this is the ultimate disrespect. We're gonna give this car the justice it deserves. Making the BRZ great again. I always love using that title. All right, so in the BRZ, it's extremely easy. The slave is literally on the top of the transmission and you can see everything. So we're gonna do 2 14s and then we're gonna take off that banjo bolt, throw in our new one and bleed it, and hopefully that fixes our issue, which it should. The issues that we're having with this car, if you haven't been watching the daily vlogs, shame on you, but I'll fill you in anyway. It's really hard to put this car in gear when it's cold. You kind of have to pump the clutch a lot of times just to get it in gear. Also, when you do a wide open pull, like 3rd gear, 4th gear, our freeway pull, the pedal sticks to the floor, which is sketchy. So we definitely need to change that. That's another reason why I haven't been driving it, is it's just not safe. Super easy, just pull that bad boy out. Old one, new one, throw that puppy in. Again, this is really hard to film with one person, all things considered. Calvin's fresh out of stock, unfortunately, boys. We don't got that luxury. You guys are buying too many Calvins. Now I don't have one for myself. It's kind of screwed up. Got everything threaded. We're gonna bolt it down. Then we're gonna grab one of the little baby boys over there to help us bleed this bad boy. All right, I'm open. Hold on. I need a new crush washer, it seems. Both these washers in between the banjos were completely like crushed and indented over being used so long. And I can't find any spares. I know we have it here, but I can't find any. So I'm trying to revive these first. Maybe it will work. So I flattened them down with a hammer. And then I also just kind of sanded them down a little bit. Hopefully this does the job. I've done this before and it's worked. So hopefully these aren't too rough where they won't work anymore. But I'm gonna throw these back in and hopefully this fixes our problem. It wasn't filming, but these didn't work. It literally squirted out like crazy. But I dug up some other copper washers, so we're gonna throw these on. Try this again. Something this simple shouldn't be so difficult, but hopefully this works. Okay, hold up. Let me start doing this. Yeah, it's tight. Shout out to FVEX. We just tag teamed it and didn't have a hose small enough for the fitting, so we just squirted all over the rag. Everything's good. We have our max fill on the reservoir. Come on. Now we need to give this thing a proper wash so it doesn't look disgusting. Now it's time to give this thing the proper bash it deserves. Now I'm gonna leave this car running the whole entire time so I can actually charge my battery a little bit, because this battery is entirely smoked. My dudes, that is what she was supposed to look like. I forgot how immaculate this paint was, because before we did SEMA, we had Meguiar's come in and do a full paint correction and bring this paint back, and it shows. After one wash, the car literally looks amazing. There's no watermarks, there's no dry spots anywhere. Paint's in really good condition. I kind of forgot about that. Because the outside cleaned up so well, I took a little closer look at the inside and realized how disgusting it was. Like, look at all that crap. That's like a year of this car being on tour, and all this is all dusty, all this is all gross, and I'm not gonna half send it. We're gonna give this car the love that it needs. Miley deserves the best. She's gonna get nothing but the best. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clean all this up. Two of my favorite interior products is one, just the interior cleaner. This is something you just spray down your plastics and wipe off super easy. And the second one is this odor eliminator for like fabrics. And the reason why I love this is because all you do is once your car is clean, you just spray this on any fabric or carpet until it gets damp, and then you just let it dry. And that's it. Not that this car smells or anything, but it's always good to know that it's disinfected and I guess you got rid of any scents that you would have been used to. Something you should always do. I've shown this car a few times on the channel, but I've never even driven it yet. There's no interior yet, so don't judge it. I've always wanted this car, and I've never had one. And I want to move this next to the BRZ, so I stole it from the boys, and I'm gonna move it over there next to the BRZ. I know it's really low, so I don't know if I'm gonna rub anything, and if I do, I'm sorry, don't hate me. I still want this car, that's the thing, is I still want to own this car one day. This is I think it's a 2008 STI, which reminds me of Evans from back in the day, and for those who have been watching the vlogs since forever ago, you remember I reviewed his, I think it was a 2000, I think his was 2008 too, STI. I could be wrong, don't quote me. I don't know, where's reverse? Oh, that's forward again. Is it up and down? Let's try, is that 6? There it is, that's reverse. And this thing is like a monster. I'm gonna have Evan talk about what they did to it. And they're actually giving this car away, so if you haven't seen their videos on this, definitely check it out. If I was to have this car, this is what I would do to it, most likely. And they're wide-bodied, and they have 315s in the front, and they're not on air. Oh, oops, sorry. Pulling it next to Miley, she deserves a little partner. They have reverse is like next to 6. That is not how mine is. All right, let's look at this thing. All right, baby, moment of truth. How pretty is that? It's very excessive on the floral yellow, but I do like it.
What do you think?
This would be me.
I love this car.
The thing is, when Mickey got this, or when you guys got this, Mickey was kind of talking crap on it, and I told him, I'm like, the more you work on it and you actually like start building it, I told him I promise he would love it, and now he admits to liking the car a lot.
We obviously still have to finish the interior and stuff, but like, I don't know. I think it's just the right amount. It's definitely pretty bright, but it's, I mean, that's kind of the point. Kind of a little crazy, but it just turned out so good. Like everything was pretty much refinished. These are all powder coated. Some of the stuff's actually painted, but you can't really tell.
Yeah, I can't really tell, because I know that this was painted here.
Yeah, we painted this here. Yeah. The rest is powder coated.
It's pretty accurate though on the colors.
Good. And then this is kind of a cool feature. So this is the Mountain Rider wide body kit, and we had SOS Customs actually mold in the factory WRX or STI vent. And then Mickey's working on this right now. I think the official one's going to be in black, but black with maybe floor yellow where the STI is. So it kind of looks like an OEM fender, but obviously super wide. And we're running 315s all around, square. So 18 by 11.
And this might be a stupid question, but I just don't know. Is that a normal thing to run that big of a front on a wide body STI? 315?
It was wider than I thought. When I was kind of
that's like pretty wide. That's insane.
But it doesn't rub even when you go to lock, which is pretty cool. So you're 18 by 11 with the 6 offset, and then you run a 20mm spacer all around.
Dude, it's just so weird seeing that much meat in the front, because there's a huge opening in the back.
So we've got some carbon fiber mirrors coming in. We just had the car tinted yesterday. Then the interior project really is kind of just starting, so working through.
Yeah, they're obviously still building it, and I think a lot of people are going to ask, like, are they doing anything to the motor or anything like that? But because this is a car that's going to be given away, they have to like legally make sure that the car is smog legal and California legal and all that stuff. So I mean, the motor is good. Well, is it going to be tuned by Delicious?
New motor, yeah, it's going to be tuned. It's factory downpipe, but you know, new intercooler.
It still moves. It still boogies, which is awesome. And it's gonna be reliable. So whoever gets this car, I'm gonna be so jealous. This car is sick. I like it a lot. I've been seeing them build it for the last like month or so, and I drew on it every single day. And it's cool seeing them finally do a Subaru build, considering that's where we started. But I love this car to death. I'm glad we got her all fixed up. I love that STI. Ooh, this car smells real good. I sprayed the whole entire interior, even the seats, even the back seats. I even sprayed the headliner with that odor eliminator. It smells really good. I like it a lot. Now let's just make sure our clutch job did everything we wanted it to. The shifter is working a lot better now, and I'm not getting stuck going in and out of gear. But we still haven't tested to see if the clutch sticks to the floor still. for a freeway pull test. We'll go to 5th, we'll go to 4th gear, we'll go into boost. Woo! Yep, the clutch does not stick to the floor anymore. That is a success, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot how much spunk this BRZ had. It only makes like 400 horsepower, which I know sounds like TH, what do you mean that's 400 horsepower, that's fast. But all things considered, all the other cars other than this are like 500. So getting back in this feels a lot slower to me, but she's got some spunk. Driving this car is bringing back a lot of memories. I haven't really driven this in a while, but it's just reminding me of so many memories that we had with this car, like building it and making YouTube videos with it. I don't know, it's making me really appreciate what we have today. And also, I'm driving with the windows down and it's just a nice day out, and with how much we're cooped up inside with all the stuff going on right now, I hope that you guys are driving your cars and you guys are remembering to try to keep a positive outlook during this. And if you have one already, if you have the luxury of having your own car, or you're able to go drive a car, or there's like a favorite road that you like, try to get by yourself and just go drive. That's the thing that usually makes me feel the best during crappy times, and especially right now we're feeling so boxed in. Just getting out and driving, listening to the car, hear the blow off valve, all those little things, I don't know, really puts a smile on my face. So I hope some of you guys are doing the same out there. Sounds so good. This cop has been posted here for the last 2 days, and he's here again. Watch, I'll film him a little bit. He's probably gonna be staring at us. Oh my God, I thought I rolled my window down. I thought I had my right window down, and I look in camera and it's not. We just drove by him with the windows down, but he's still there. He ain't following us. Woo! That was a close call. And by now, if you guys haven't figured it out, I'm slowly getting all these cars cleaned and fixed so I can finally film a full tour of all of my cars video. You guys have been asking for that video for so long and I have never filmed it, but I'm working on it. I haven't filmed it because all my cars haven't been working, but we're slowly day by day bringing them back. And today, Sabrina called me and told me that someone ran into her car while she was in it, and there's some damage here, boys. She got in her first little fender bender. Oh, look at that. Yikes. Wrap is coming off. To me, it's a pretty good excuse to get a car rewrapped. Maybe we do a different color. She's been saying she wants something a little bit louder, and maybe this is her opportunity to do something a little crazier.